Respect. Welcome back to Smitty's Corner. So for this one right here, we're gonna hop smooth into it. Please smash the like button. Smash the like button. I'm fully aware that you all watch me. I'm fully aware you like my videos. At least show some appreciation. Just push it. It's in front of you. Well, without further ado, we're gonna get into part 2. And we're gonna put some respect on my man Segal's name. And we're gonna stop this, okay? So, we're going to get into round 2 of Jean-Claude Van Damme versus Steven Segal. And let's go ahead and see what we got on this one. So, no more to be said. I digress. My mic is muted. Let's rock out.
Jean-Claude Van Damme and Steven Segal were two of the 80s and 90s biggest action stars and bitter rivals.
Do you know Van Damme?
No.
You've heard of him. What do you think of his work? He was like a champion somewhere.
I think that's a matter of opinion, that he was a champion anywhere. Thoughts on Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Can I laugh in your face?
I would love to see a Steven Seagal. He should lose some weight. And met the guy a few times.
Oh,
He's a nice
really?
guy. Doesn't like me much.
Today, we're
Lay
going
off the
to
Botox.
find out who was better and compare their 1990 hit movies, Van Damme's Lionheart, up against Steven Seagal's Hard to Kill. Round 1, the best fight.
All right.
Both movies have amazing fights. In Lionheart, his fight against a Rowdy Roddy Piper knockoff in a parking garage surrounded by running vehicles is an all-time great fight scene and incredibly badass.
First of all, there's nothing badass about fighting a grown-ass man in a flannel skirt. Second of all right, I don't know how they fighting and not suffocating. All them running cars, nobody is drowning in carbon monoxide right now. But anyway, I'm going to leave that alone. But let's go ahead and rock out, Mr. Van Damme.
In Hard to Kill, it's really hard to tell the fights apart. So, it. We'll just go with this one.
No, wait.
Classic forearm chop. Fantastic.
No. First of all, the reason why it's so hard to figure out the fights and differentiate them because every last fight was so effing awesome. Let's rock out.
Anyways, Point Van Damme. Round 2. More believable actor.
Let's go.
In Lionheart, Van Damme plays one of the top 5 most believable AWOL French legionnaires participating in underground fights to support the family of his deceased drug-dealing brother in at least the last 10 years. In Hard to Kill, Steven Seagal puts on an Oscar-worthy performance as a coma patient, and he almost took this round in a landslide.
No, wait a minute. First of all, everything, underground French kick martial artist who's fighting to send money home because his brother's a drug addict. Stop it, people. Stop the cap, okay? Now, what we don't know, which he's not trying to say, all right, is that, do you want to know what was so amazing about this coma scene? Was what took place before it happened. Pay attention to that.
Before I realized that for the majority of the movie, his character isn't actually supposed to appear comatose.
That's not true.
No words.
That was a close one, but I have to give the point to Van Damme.
This is some bullshit.
Round 3. Better medical care.
Let's go.
In Lionheart, Van Damme sees the worst doctor of all time.
Here? Oh, man. These dudes did a number on you, Holmes.
Hold on. Did he call him what? I'm sorry, but let me just make something clear. If my doctor in any category of doctor life at any point during our discussion in his office busts out and calls me Holmes, at that very moment that is no longer my doctor. What is going on? Let's rock out.
You know what you need, man? You need karate lessons, man.
No x-ray, no treatment. He just looks at his bruise, tells him he got beat up, and prescribes him karate lessons in an offensive Cholo accent.
But yet, Van Damme is so amazing in his movies, huh? Miss me.
I have to stay in bed for a month, Holmes.
Don't talk to nobody about my rib.
Don't worry about that, man. $100, man.
Have a nice day.
What are
He's
we in?
basically the doctor from Idiocracy.
It says on your chart that you're fucked up. You talk like a fag, and your shit's all retarded.
This is another one that should be an easy win for Segal.
Yeah.
As long as the doctor in Hard to Kill doesn't run around the hospital shooting people and trying to kill Segal. Oh, god damn it.
Doc, he's dead.
See? Technically, that's not the doctor, sir. Let's rock out.
I guess I have no choice but to give this round to Van Damme.
Oh, this is so
Round
good.
4. Better show of emotion.
Let's go.
In Lionheart, Van Damme gives us sadness,
It's because I told him. I'll always be there for him.
happiness, determination, and fear. Not to be outdone, in Hard to Kill, Segal gives us joy, sadness, confusion, ecstasy, humor, jealousy, and you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and give Van Damme the point.
I'm done.
Round
I'm done.
5.
I'm done.
The best joke. Strap in because this one's gonna be painful. The best joke that I could find in Lionheart is Van Damme's opponent's really weird insult.
Kind of pretty. I don't know if I want to fight you.
Paul.
I know, but I did warn you.
Oh.
Hard to Kill actually gives us this.
Oh, I forgot to lock the door.
This is a character that takes advantage of coma patients,
Please wake up.
Oh,
but
no.
I actually believe that joke is far worse. Nobody gets a point, and Segal loses one.
How?
Round 6,
Why?
the better runner. In Lionheart, Van Damme goes for a jog
Let's get it,
and
Segal.
seems to run like a normal human being. Let's see how Segal does in Hard to Kill. And oh my god, what is
No.
wrong with his arms? Did nobody in the film crew notice this? How was this left in the movie? He has stunt doubles that will casually walk for him, but none to fix this atrocity.
No, listen. Scientifically proven, it is actually more sufficient for a human to run with the arms in a flail-like motion because it saves on cardio. You see, you actually are able to retain more natural oxygen when one looks like they're waxing on and waxing off while in motion. Okay? Look it up for yourself. Google it. Look it up. Look it up for yourself. That is actually the secret. That's the way that they train Navy SEALs to run. Okay? All right. That's a secret. They don't want you to know that. Track stars may not run like that on the track, but I bet you if you look, they train that way. It's for a reason. Let's rock out.
I don't know what kind of sick game you're playing here, Mr. Segal, but 2 points for Van Damme. Round 7, best one-liner. Van Damme, after learning that his best friend and manager actually bet all his money against Van Damme.
It's on him, man. The whole bet's on Attila. Wrong bet.
All right, not bad. What about you, Segal?
Take that to the bank.
I'm gonna take you to the bank, Senator Trent. To the blood bank.
I'm sorry. But I was blown away all over again. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. For a second, I thought he was actually talking to me directly. Didn't you? Let's rock out.
That's not even so bad it's good. That's so bad it's just embarrassing. Point Van Damme. Round 8. Better opponents. In Lionheart, Van Damme fights a wide variety of highly trained and deadly prize fighters.
Oh, you mean the meth head with the gold teeth and Ola skirt boy Q over here with the flannel on? Stop it, sir. Stop it. And he has on boots. A flannel skirt with boots. Stop it, sir.
In Hard to Kill, Segal fights a variety of armed attackers that don't seem to know how their weapons work. This guy has a knife, but swings it far above Segal's head even before he blocks it.
That's because Segal is so lightning fast, he teleports like Goku. See, the cameras back then, they had to up. See, that's why they started that 10 for that 4K stuff. You want to know why? Because of Segal. That's right. He was the first person that the camera could not keep up with. That's right. In movement, in actual motion. It's no speed up, nothing. If anything, he has to slow down. Let's rock out.
And here, the bad guy just points the fire iron at Segal and then runs straight in. While that would work great for jousting, it's terrible everywhere else. And finally, this guy has Segal dead to rights with a shotgun, but instead of shooting him, he just tries to push it through Segal for some reason.
No.
What the hell is wrong with these guys?
That was lightning speed.
Point Van Damme.
Trick bag.
Round 9. The Best Gang.
Let's go.
Both movies involve bizarre run-ins with gangs. In Lionheart,
Okay.
Van Damme encounters a gang whose whole identity involves the ownership of a payphone.
Hey, cuz. You wanna use our phone?
We'll go someplace else. Don't worry about it.
But you don't like my phone, cuz?
While that sound
I ain't gonna lie, that was some prison shit right there. Cause that's a real thing. Like, you got whole gangs that'll take over a phone, and you better not touch that phone. And ignorance of the law is not an excuse. But let's rock out.
it's bizarre. In Hard to Kill, Segal just randomly drives up to some gangbangers
I like
who
that
are
Jeep.
working on a car, and they just trade cars like that's a perfectly normal thing to do.
Hey, this Jeep looks like it's been in a war, man.
What just happened?
Okay, this video is for
what?
those of you born between 1979 and
My bad,
1988.
y'all.
In case you've missed what just happened, I saw it on the...
Boom.
Perfectly normal thing to do.
Hey, this Jeep looks like it's been in a war, man.
Segal does warn them that the vehicle is stolen,
How hot is it, home? Smoking.
which they actually seem happy about.
You got it, man. All right.
Why do you think that is? See, he trying to make it seem like, oh, that was just something so stupid to do. No, it's not, bruh. They boost cars and then take them to shops. They know that, oh man, the parts on here, even with the bullet holes, we gonna come off good. Stop it, sir. Stop it. And Segal is a genius for making that move. You see that? Take their hoopty. At max, he what? Maybe got to worry about the tags not being right. That's a completely stolen car with about 17 bullet holes on the side of it. I don't know how, because there ain't no doors, and I don't know how they ain't get hit. But anyway, that's it. See, that's not the point. Don't focus on that. Let's stay focused.
Honestly, neither of these scenes make any sense, but at least Lionheart gives us some badass kicks.
Oh my God.
Point Van Damme. Round 10. Better main villain. In Lionheart, Van Damme's final opponent is Attila, a giant beast of a man who has never lost a fight and toys with his opponents
Give him hope.
before killing them.
If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. I think that's Andre the Giant's son. He had a son that got into like acting and stuff. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong though. Let's rock out.
He also has some weird cat thing, like a Bond villain, which is totally badass. In Hard to Kill, Segal fights a senator who spends most of the movie relaxing in a hot tub and hiding in closets.
But that's only after he got past his arsenal. That's always the boss. Let's just be for real. You gotta get past Secret Service to get, if you get past Secret Service, then you can get to who, right? The president. See? Like, come on, bro. Like, that's how that always works. You get past the henchman, then you get to the big boss. And the big boss is usually a punk. Let's rock out.
Point Van Damme. Round 11. Most athletic. In Lionheart, Van Damme gives us a dazzling display of jumping spin kicks. Performs intense manual labor. And does some sweet high dives. Not to be outdone, in Hard to Kill, Segal gives us an all-time great training montage that shows him benching an impressive 45 pounds.
No.
Punching some wood with flawless form. Fighting and somehow losing to a tree.
No.
Stick fight square dancing. And whatever the hell this is supposed to be.
Come on.
This one is neck and neck, but I have to give a slight edge to Van Damme. Point Van Damme. Round 12. The better body. In Hard to Kill, Segal comes in at the top of his game and blows everyone away with his perfect physique.
You know he wrong for this one. You know he wrong for this one. Come on, man.
Free of any flaws like symmetry or muscle definition. This one is another coin flip, but I do believe that Van Damme, with his completely f***ing jacked look, puts him ahead by just a hair. Point Van Damme. While Van Damme does appear to have a commanding lead and Segal has no chance, I'm going to make this last round interesting and have it be winner take all.
Let's go.
Final round.
Let's do it.
Round 13. Best fight in a handball court or in-ground pool.
What?
Everybody knows handball courts and in-ground pools are the most badass places to fight in. Lionheart gives us what we want and includes awesome fight scenes.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Come on, y'all. Pack up, man. Let's come on. We going. Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm buying lunch.
In both of them.
Quick.
And unbelievably, in Hard to Kill, there are exactly 0 fights in either a handball court or in ground pool.
I'm sorry, but
What the hell were they thinking?
You know what?
5 points for Van Damme.
No. I'm gone. I'm sorry. I don't like cheaters. That's just all it is. So with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. No more Van Damme Segal, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I believe that the maker of this show is racist towards Segals.